So, if you guys are doing like a 500 or 1,000 piece puzzle, how long would that typically take you think?
5 hours.
5 hours, a whole day?
3 to 4
Would that be,
days.
is it a simple task or is it a difficult task?
Extremely difficult task.
It's simple over time, but if you have to do it quickly, it would be pretty difficult, right?
Yeah.
Not for me.
How easy do you think it would be to do a 4-piece puzzle?
Extremely easy.
Probably extremely easy, right? If I gave you a puzzle that was literally 4 pieces, like if I gave you something like this,
That would be hard.
how would puzzles
I
look?
would actually cry because of how hard it is.
Puzzles look like that, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would have just gave up on life.
If I gave you a puzzle
I could not solve that.
that was that many pieces, right? And I even put letters in them, like this,
A, B.
Oh, I'd still cry.
right? How long do you think it would take you to do that puzzle?
For 20 hours.
No, not 20 hours. Like 2 seconds, right? This would be super, super easy to do. So if you think this would be easy to do, what we're doing today is the same amount of ease. Okay, it's just as easy. Because what we're doing is we're making a 4-piece puzzle. Except instead of A, B, C, and D, it's Y, M, X, and B. Right?
Mr. Kirk, last night I was watching some of your accelerated math things, and I got some of them.
That's good. I'm glad.
So can I make your accelerated?
Maybe. We'll talk about it later. So, just to review, very simple, basic stuff. Everybody listening, right? Matthew, we listening? Okay. A coordinate pair represents a point on a graph. Okay, this is all stuff we should know, but can't say it's not in our notebook on a test, right? A coordinate pair is a point on a graph. Now, every point has 2 coordinates. What do we call those 2 coordinates? Anyone remember? X and Y. We have an X coordinate. We have an X coordinate. And we have a Y coordinate.
What?
Now, in my little coordinate pair, which goes first, the X or the Y?
The X.
The X, right? Just like in the alphabet, the X goes first, and the Y comes next. So if I'm looking at a point like this, whatever number is first represents my X, and whatever number is second represents my Y. Go ahead and get your highlighters out if you don't already have them out. And get yourself all organized like that. Joel, do you have a question? Yeah.
What's your YouTube channel's name? What's your church?
Go ahead, Joel.
What's your church? What's your YouTube channel's name?
We're worried about this. You got this highlighted? No? Okay, so get this highlighted.
I can't find that.
Perfect. Good. Got this highlighted? You write this down?
Huh? It's hard.
Okay, you gotta stay with me. Alright? We're writing right now.
I'll stick it in after.
What?
Go. Off.
You wrote this down? No? Okay. So I'm gonna take this. Alright, give me a thumbs up. You got that highlighted. Right? Your X is yellow, your Y is whatever other color you have. Okay. So we all remember now, hopefully, what a point looks like. So in today's work, we're going to be given a slope. We're going to be given a slope and a point on the line. Okay, we're going to be given a slope. What letter represents my slope?
S.
A.
X. A.
Slope?
Y.
Purple.
M. Okay? Zach, M is my slope, right? And then my point is X and Y. So we're going to take the 3 numbers that we're given, M, X, and Y, and we're going to plug them into the slope-intercept form in order to solve for B. Okay, the name of this lesson is Solving for the Y-intercept, which is B. So this would be essentially like if I had a 4-piece puzzle. I didn't know what the 4th piece was, but I did know what the other 3 looked like. So I could pretty much fill in the blank as to what that last piece is going to be, right? Because I know what the 3 pieces are. My 3 pieces here are m, x, and y. So let's take a look down. Here is our slope-intercept form, in case you forgot. Hopefully you didn't. We've got my y there equals my m times my x plus my b. So here's an example of how that's going to look. We're going to write the equation of the line with a slope of 3. Okay, my slope is 3. That goes through the point 1, comma 5. So if I have the point 1, comma 5, what number represents my x coordinate? The 1 or the 5? What's my x?
1.
The 1, because the x goes first. And what number represents my y?
5.
The 5.
Oh.
What number represents my m?
3.
M is slope, right? What does it say my slope is?
3.
3. Okay, so the first step we're going to do is identify m, x, and y. We've got to know what my 3 puzzle pieces are in order to figure out the 4th. Is everybody with me so far?
Yes.
Okay, so what is m equal to here again?
3.
3, thank you. What is x equal to?
5. 3. 1.
1, okay.
5.
And y is equal to what?
5.
5, thank you. That's the first thing I need to do. Figure out what pieces do I have. I've got an m of 3, I've got an x of 1, and I've got a y of 5. Now we're going to take those 3 numbers, and we're going to plug them in to the space that they go. This is where the puzzle comes into play. Each piece has a specific spot that it goes. The same goes for our equation. So I know that my y is going to get plugged in first. Okay, what is my y here again? Ray? Look at step 1. What did we say y was equal to? 5. So 5 is equal to, what's my m?
3.
3 times x. What's my x?
1.
1. Plus, do we know what b is?
No.
No, that's what we're trying to find. So I'm going to leave b as the letter b. Everybody with me on how we set that up?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sure. Now, if I had plugged these in as 1, 5, and 3, that wouldn't make my puzzle work, right? Those puzzle pieces wouldn't fit together. So it's very important that the 3 numbers getting plugged in first are going in the right spot. That's why we're going to use our highlighters to help us understand what goes what. You look confused. You got a question?
No.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Cool. Now we're just going to solve for b. So I'm going to split my equal sign. You guys remember doing that?
Yeah.
Okay. And I want to get b all by itself. It's not all by itself right now. There's a couple numbers over here. So let's simplify that. What is 3 times 1? 3. So now I've got 5 equals 3 plus b. Now hopefully you can fill in the blank as to what that b is right now. But technically if I wanted to get b all by itself, what can I do on both sides? Does anyone remember? Yeah, Araya? Subtract the 3 from the left and from the right. Great job. What happens to my 3 minus 3 over here? Cross it out. 0. What is 5 minus 3? 2. And all that's left over here is my b. So I know that b is equal to 2. And that's my answer. So the name of this lesson again was solving for b, solving for the y-intercept. We plugged in our 3 puzzle pieces that we knew, did a couple little steps to get my b value of 2. So there's my answer, b equals 2. Now, if I know what m is and I know what b is, can I write the equation of this line?
Yeah.
Yeah. We're just going to take out the m, take out the b, and replace it with the numbers we have. So look back up to the top. What was my m here again? 3. And what's my b? 2. Therefore, I can write the equation y is equal to 3x plus 2. Now, we're not going to be doing this today. That's where we're going to take it tomorrow. But I just wanted to make sure we knew kind of what was up with that. All we're doing today is identifying m, x, and y, plugging them in the right spots, and solving for b in 2 steps. You just multiply and then inverse operations. All right? What questions can I answer about that? Quick show of thumbs, how we feeling about that process? Thumbs up, we're feeling good. Thumbs sideways, we're feeling a little confused maybe. Thumbs down, we're feeling super overwhelmed. Okay, thank you Layla, Sophie, Emerson, Khalees, Ray, Eva, Julian, Matthew. Okay. Good. Seems like we're doing all right. Go ahead and flip your page over real quick. After the notes, yeah. Let's do another example. Let's say I've got a slope of -2. And we're going through the point let's go 2,6. This is a really easy process, so it shouldn't be too crazy for us to write it by hand. First thing we need to do is identify what's my m, what's my x, and what's my y. So who could help me out from this problem? Who could help me out? What's my m here going to be? Ray? -2. How did you know that m was -2?
Because it said slope.
Perfect. And we know that slope is represented by the letter what?
M.
M. Perfect. Who could help me out? What's my x? Araya? 2. How did you know that 2 was my x? That's right, because in my point, the x goes first. Who could help me out? Great job, Araya. What's my y? Yeah, Eli. 6. How did you know that 6 was my y?
It's the second number.
Because it's the second number in my point. Exactly. Great job. So if I were highlighting, which you don't have to do on the worksheet, but I say it helps. There's my x, there's my y. There's my m. Okay. What am I going to do with those 3 numbers now? Am I just going to add them all together?
No.
No. I got to do a very specific thing, right? What formula am I going to use here?
Y equals mx plus b.
Perfect. What puzzle piece is going to go in place of this y? The 6. Y is 6. Right, so we're not just going to go in order. We're putting the right piece in the right spot. So 6 equals, what's my m?
-2.
-2 times, what's my x? 2
Plus
plus b.
b.
Are we done now?
All right. Everybody cool with the setup?
Yeah.
Okay, what do I want to do now?
Now we need
We're going to draw something.
to a line.
We're going to draw a line through the equal sign. Alyssa, what are we going to do first from there? Even before we do that, well, remember our PEMDAS, right? What do we see right here we can do?
Parentheses.
We're going to multiply, right? These parentheses next to each other mean we're going to multiply. What's -2 times 2?
-4.
-4. plus B equals 6. Now I have one more thing to do to get B all by itself. Who could help me out with what that might be? Eli?
Subtract 6 into itself.
Subtract 6. So here's B, right? We want B all by itself. Well, who's bothering that B over there on that side?
4, so you gotta cancel it out. So
That's right.
Positive 4.
That's right. We have a minus 4, so we're going to do the opposite of minus 4, which is what?
Positive 4.
Plus 4. Am I just going to add 4 on the right?
No.
No, I'm also going to add 4 on the left. What is 6 plus 4? 10. What is negative 4 plus 4? Nothing. It cancels out. Therefore, my answer is B equals 10. So that's the work right there. Once you get your worksheet 16, that's what we're doing each time. Okay? Please make sure you are showing your work. It's only 2 steps. It's not crazy. And we have tons of time. We got 40 minutes. There should be no reason why anyone has homework tonight if you have 40 minutes to do 16 problems. It's not bad. Okay?